Hello. Welcome to the stream. This is so loud, my headphones. There we go. Welcome to the stream. Maybe the year of second chances will get you back into the game, Matt. Wow. That's exciting. Yeah, this image is my Zoom background. Very, very pretty. That's great. My current background on, not Zoom, I don't really do a lot of video calls, but my current background on my computer is, an image from the end of Jusant, which is a really pretty great game. Yeah, so I think just before we hop into it, just a little background on the year of second chances. If you have not listened to the first episode of this year of Into the Aether, Brendan and Steven deemed it the year of second chances. And so I've decided to really try and embody that and play a bunch of games that I have tried to get into, or in the case of Disco Elysium, I bought when it was on sale 3 years ago and then never opened it. So I'm going to try and get into this and some other games also throughout the year, but I think this is going to be a great place to start. I'm very excited, and so let's just hop in. I watched some videos of the gameplay just to see where my camera would be best, and it's kind of here. Not really. There's not really a great spot for it. The game pretty much utilizes like the entirety of the screen at points, so I might have to adjust stuff at certain points, but for now this is where we're at, and let's just go ahead and get into it. Oh man. How did I not think that there were going to be archetypes? Fuck. Well, all right. Okay. Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Very psychological, magnetic personality, but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. You like tabletop gaming? That's what this is. Yeah, and you know what? I have had people tell me that. Yeah. That's pretty exciting. Extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, dumb as a rock. I would love to create my own, but I don't want to... I think it'll be more fun with these guys because these are pretty drastic in terms of like the disparities between stuff, so I think it would be... Oh, we get things also. Better hand-eye coordination, better inland empire. Not sure if that's a real place or not. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go with sensitive. Very psychological, magnetic personality. I love dialogue options. Power to influence others. I don't know, interesting. Inland empire is a... I don't know. I do love that. I've seen clips of like the names of all of these stats, or whatever you call them, and I've been very into them every time I see them, so big fan of like savoir-faire, electrochemistry. Cool. Thank you, Sam. Sorry, thank you, love of my life, Jetstream Sam. Sorry, I feel like I wouldn't be doing you justice if I didn't read the entire username. Yeah, we'll go sensitive. We'll see if we can get some good dialogue options, etc. Let me know if the... No, you're good. I'm only going to read it the one time because I think it's funny for the bit. Let me know... Oh, this is ominous. How the volume levels are and everything.
There is nothing. Only warm, primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Wow, I love that. Correct me if I'm wrong, the original version of this game didn't have voice acting? That was the thing that was added in the final cut, right? Or am I making that up?
Ever.
Oh, Jesus.
Never, ever.
It had some, okay.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Jesus.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
and awareness creeps up on you.
Jesus.
A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Great. I want to know, you know?
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyssopelagic zone.
Abyssopelagic is a fun word. Oh, man. I want to get off. I like pain and burning light.
Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
I gotta say, this is not how I expected this game to begin.
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
I'm an idiot.
There's this giant
That's
ball
cool.
there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
Juking it out. How big is the
You
ball?
can't even make out it's a ball when you're juking it out. It's that large.
Can I ask it again?
You can't even make
Okay,
out
I was
it's
just
a ball
curious
when
how to
you're
get a second.
juking it out.
Option.
It's that infinitesimally small.
Can I just hit a key? I could do that. I'll use the mouse.
Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
That's sad.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago. You lost.
Fez is still on my list, so I will eventually pick up Fez this year. 'Cause Fez I did play for a couple hours several years ago, and then just like stopped. Okay, let's put your pants on.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
God, these
It
voices are
says,
so good.
whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Oh my god, yes, dude. Give me dice rolls. I mean, I'm gonna do it just because I want to see the dice rolls.
You reach out to grab the tie,
Damn.
But what's
Oh,
this?
face.
Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
I bet I have a heart attack because I tried to get
This
my tie.
is-
Oh my god.
Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving
Jeez.
for quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes.
Oof.
You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
Brutal, dude.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
There we go. +3, the fan is turned off. I love this.
You swoop up and catch the tie.
Nice.
Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie
Horrific.
with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Mm-hmm. Let's turn the light on.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost pleasurable.
This rocks. Put your coat on, baby. Don't trip on the door. Cool. Alright, so you can't see my stats, which isn't the worst spot for you to be. So I think that'll be fine, because my stats aren't... I mean, they're still what they were when I picked them, so... Hold tab to highlight. Oh. Cool. Alright. No, not the hot water. We left the hot water on. Okay, cool. So I'm getting a bonus. I'm getting bonuses from my items. Cool. Cool. Okay. Neat.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
I mean, people will think different about you, Chase, whether you're wearing a shirt or not, you know?
Hot
Makes
water
sense.
sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first. Make sure
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with my
There
brain.
is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it.
Uh-oh. Don't tell them we're streaming. Sorry.
Behold,
Ugh, Jesus. All right.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Real lyrics to a You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch energy.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off.
Well,
what does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Oof. It's indescribable. Superstardom, baby.
You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here, it looks like a cadaverous spasm.
I almost died
Getting
trying to
clever
get that
appears to make the expression
Oh.
even worse. Now it's mixed with smugness.
Oh, interesting. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, let me try and find the source of the expression.
Like the rest of you,
Yeah.
it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Well, shout out to everybody and anybody who bought the Big Boss mug. Here's the inspiration. Here's the OG Big Boss mug. Shopped at IntoTheCast.online. All right. I mean, I'm not taking a bath, right? Oh, okay. Sweet liqueurs. All right, cool. We can do the click and drag. No. What is that? A shoe? One shoe? Left foot, great. Where's the other shoe?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came
cool.
from the inside.
That's cool.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand,
Owie.
but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. Something you've done before.
I'm a
It
detective,
is too
baby.
large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot.
Ugh.
It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force.
No. I threw a shoe out the window?
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Thanks, Noah. I've solved my first mystery.
Cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Oh, damn. Shout out to Noah from Press Start. Part of the reason I remembered that I have this game. I've had this game on Steam for 3 years. And the reason I'm playing it. Part of the reason I'm playing it. Seems like your green snakeskin shoe is missing its partner. You should find it before you go venturing into the wild unknown. 2 shoes are better than 1. Okay. Okay. Alright, actually, wait, hold on. I have a cute idea. What if I... And then I go... Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to keep that where it is. I want to do this. Why can't I... There we go. What? Hold on. I got it. Hold on. It's me. Can I... There we go. Yeah, that works. That's funny. I'm gonna put that there. That works. This seems like a much better way to play this game than I did on Switch with a very drifty Joy-Con and a habit of auto-scrolling through text. The Switch version is tough. It also ends up not running super well. That stinks. I was actually thinking of getting the Switch version. I feel like this is going to be very confusing for people who hop into the stream and are like expecting to just see the layout. I was considering if I liked this enough today that I would maybe pick it up on Switch, because I think it could be fun to have on the go, but that's good to know that it doesn't perform super well. How do I get to the balcony? What's this door? And this way also you guys can see my stats and stuff. So there you go. Better on Steam Deck than Switch for sure, okay. I have a key. How do I use the key? Oh, hello. Oh, lordy. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, I see. That's what the... Okay. Hunches and gut feelings. Love that. God, this art is unbelievable. What the hell? Okay. Wow. I was able to look over a good bit of the performance because I was able to lay on the couch and play it, but yeah, I could have been better, yeah. Okay. Then I guess let's go outside. Can I, like, scroll? No, okay. I can't free scroll the screen. Well, a few games where the stats don't feel like they're based on D&D. Yeah, it's... The granularity of it is something. This is fun. Can I nod? No. Only disapprovals. No. Alright, let's get... How do I get to the balcony? Do I have a door that I could go through? No, I guess not. Do I have to shut the door? Nice. Nice. Let's see what's up on the calendar, I suppose. The year is 51. Happy 51,
Hello,
everybody.
Officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
There's only one solution to this.
Jesus.
You're a businessman.
Yeah, you know what, we'll go with it.
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
No. You're a police officer, sir. I'm not. Unless you've been shitting
Self-hating
us all
police
this
officer.
time.
Did he say through the bedroom? Okay, then I will check again.
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Oh, God. Alright, I don't want to do that. I want to do it for the bit, but I don't want to do it because it's creepy.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
A glib remark.
Preach it.
Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
No.
Retreat is not a winning tactic.
Homie.
Could it be because of the drinking? Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Me neither.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Alright, let's... Oh, wait. Can I steal her cigarette? Damn. Okay, wait, can I take it? No, okay. Alright, let's... I don't think I can. Interesting. That door's locked. Oh, okay, I guess. Oh, okay. That connects to the other room. Maybe? I don't know. No, go out and then lock the door. Like a responsible citizen. And then let's see what we can do. 40 cents. Yeah, totally. Money gained. There we go. Low on health. Cool. My shoe. Thank goodness. What is this? Okay.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Cool. Okay, so I guess that was a choice. I could have chosen which thing I wanted to do.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up,
Yeah, I
and
want to.
smoke the living shit out of it.
That was my plan, but I couldn't.
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma.
The Gnome of Jeroma?
You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied.
Whoa.
Then smoke them all.
Sorry, hold on. Yeah, he knows that I'm about to smoke a cigarette in the video game. He doesn't want... Alright, he was sound asleep. He was fully sound asleep. It's okay. Oh. Just flopped right back down. Ringo's barking back and so is Snacks. Sorry, dog owners. Make sure they're healthy and able-bodied and smoke them all.
The idea seems to make your neck expand. Suddenly, the garish tie feels very snug.
Oh my god.
Or you could not do that.
This is great. I'm
No
having
one
so
is
much
making
fun.
you.
Oh, I want to listen to the tie, actually.
Good.
But I don't want to...
Thinking about
not-
yummy
I don't wanna
cigarettes
say I'm
in
not
your
gonna do
mouth
it.
is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though.
Jesus.
It doesn't count if it's not all the time. And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Don't lie to me. Find smokes and smoke them. These are found white checks. Those on white are available to try. I'll figure that out. Cool. What else did I pick up? Your monologue just sounded like an old-timey cig commercial, yeah. Think about your cigarettes. Oh, jeez. Sorry. What did I get? What was it? Okay. Alright. Down the stairs we go. The watercolory, like... This game is just so pretty. It also kind of like aids the fact that we're just like wasted. It's like everything is kind of blending into each other. Really good stuff. Hello.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
Oh no, did we break this?
Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall.
Oops.
Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there.
Oh, wasn't me. Good. Where a man is in a bomber jacket tapping his foot.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Something tells me
Oh
you don't
no,
like me.
you're a hero. A real hero cop. Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? You're right, you didn't. And it's
Wow,
only
you could
taken
really
you
play this
3
game. It's just
days
like
not to.
the shittiest cop, huh? What an awful playthrough that sounds like.
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
Got it. Oh, I just realized his name is Gart, the cafeteria manager. Oops. All right. I guess let's just look at stuff, you know? Maybe the word Monday. Mondays, am I right? This is a water cooler. Sorry, shaking his head is so fun. Thanks, Noah. Soft Pro electric juicer company. Someone is working. Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. Okay. I assume. Yeah. Okay. So the colors of those little bubbles that pop up above your head correspond to your stats. I love how these stats are broken down. Like if this was. Yes, the portraits are amazing. If this was an actual tabletop game, this is what we in the biz would call crunch. Like you have your main stats, but then you have each main stat has 6 substats. That's crunch, baby. I don't have enough points to level up. Okay, cool. So I've gotten cool. I love crunch. That's what I'm saying. All right. Oh, okay. Music is seasoned with static. Crunch, it depends on the kind of game you're looking for, Noah. Like D&D, Dungeons and Dragons is a relatively crunchy game on its own. But like still, you know, once you figure it out, it's pretty self-explanatory. But the earlier versions of Dungeons and Dragons and the current versions of Pathfinder, which is based on 3.5 Dungeons and Dragons, I believe. There are stats for like in Dungeons and Dragons, you can build like a fighter who is like a person who's good at like martial weapons, like swords and shields. But in Pathfinder, you can build a character that is really good at fighting specifically with just shields, because you can like. I've never played Pathfinder, but you can stat like specifically your skill at like swinging shields around and not just like generally hitting stuff. But yeah, it is just kind of a preference thing. Like if you like crunch, you like it. If not, you know, you don't.
You should totally sing karaoke here. the first chance you get.
Oh, God.
Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the
At this
hangover.
point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people. Whether they like it or not.
Jesus.
Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
God. This goes well with the theory. I'm a down on my luck
Who
superstar.
is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds like it. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
Yeah, Gunavam, that's kind of what I have gathered.
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there.
Lamentation.
It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
Like if you don't think mechanics first, you could really kind of screw yourself. In terms of like what your character can do. But I think that is the thing though, is if you're trying to have a mechanical experience or if you're trying to have more of a narrative character experience. I could be totally wrong. There could be stats that obviously like, dictate how your character acts, but that to me is kind of the distinction between old and new editions of D&D, is whether you're trying to have a mechanical or a narrative experience. And, the swath of other TTRPGs that exist. I have other books on my desk currently, but get the people going.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound.
It's profound. You have to be a
find something
good
tragic
artist.
to sing first, though.
This is so funny. Sing karaoke. Get a hold of a sad song on tape. Okay. I have tapes upstairs. All right, let me go talk to Mr. Kitsuragi. Mess halls are for union members. Pinball, pardon me.
Hello, sweetie.
The cryptozoologist's
You shouldn't
wife.
keep your colleague waiting.
Okay.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
It's him. Here he is.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you.
Good one, Kim.
You are sure of this, but why?
I don't know how to say this. I have in my head, I feel like I've heard it said before, but I think I might be making that up. But in my head, it's esprit de quoi, but I don't think that's right. But maybe it is. Let me know if my French is correct. If an assault were launched in this building, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. Oh my god.
He is your half-brother.
Aw.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
So not
You
actually my brother?
realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Oh man, I hope they give him a shitty name.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes.
Hell yeah.
Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon,
Okay.
but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
I've seen lots of fan art online of Kim specifically, which I think is really funny considering he's not the main character. I mean, maybe he is, I don't know, but it's not time yet. Yeah.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually.
The only
If
Kim
you
K
had
I
time
need
to
in my
talk to
life.
the manager here. If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area.
Sorry.
Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It
Sure.
also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I am aware I'm a policeman.
And the interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Kim. Sorry.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still...
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer...
Good luck
be
making
in
any
the
choice
tree.
that would upset Kim. Oh, I see. He's just a real sweetie pie.
where it has been hanging for 7 days.
Oh no.
We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Oh god. How can you be sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. Yes. They are not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Ravachol West.
Ravachol? Cool.
I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Oh, that's very cool. I'm worried this game is going to threaten my standing as AJ's favorite Kim. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe if you start wearing cool bomber jackets, Kim. Because that jacket is pretty sick.
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Okay. What if I told you I'm not really a
We all
police
feel that way sometimes. There is no
Kitsuragi
such
does not
thing
host a
as
podcast.
police
That's true.
officer, I'm afraid.
Oh, excuse me.
What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down.
I can't remember.
I can see you drank last night.
This cop doesn't know
the night
shit about
before,
frogs.
and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
All right,
A
Kim.
painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that. So cigarettes will have to do.
Electrochemistry, please. Is this electrochemistry's bit the whole game, just trying to get us to smoke a cigarette? Because if so,
After you, officer.
I'm in. I'm in.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can
Oh, there
talk
he
to
is.
him whenever by interacting with him.
We're friends. Here, wait. Let me make the face. Hold on. I gotta. Nope. The head is. He's like. There you go. That was my impression of our nameless agent's face. Okay. Well, I want to go find a CD or a tape. I mean, so I can do some karaoke, and Kim can cheer me on. I know that real life Kim would cheer on karaoke. I do know that. Can I grab a tape from in here? I'm really concerned about whatever these are. I guess this is just weather. Just very ominous. What What do we got? Kim tries not to look at your book in that bathroom door.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
I do like the way he stands, too. His little idle animation is cool. It's fun that this little rectangle has like a black light identifier in it. That's kind of fun.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
All right. Thank you. Can I turn off this hot water? I feel really irresponsible leaving this on.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom
Jesus.
wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Can I stop the expression?
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression.
It would take a
belongs to your
neurological
primary
miracle.
motor.
Jesus. Okay. Kim, can you help me find
Yes?
a tape? I need a tape. I want to talk about you.
Me?
You seem to be following me was one of the
I
options.
don't
It's very
see how
fun.
my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? What do you mean? I
Conversations
have no
with your
idea
brain?
what you're talking about.
So how do you,
What? Think? I do most of my work inside my notebook.
This
The
is good.
lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages.
Shout out Idle Thumbs, rest in peace.
That's where his conversations with himself take place.
Oh, you can even see the... Oh, that's so cool.
You're super lucid,
Dude.
yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
Thanks, electrochemistry.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard. Completely
What?
uncopped material, if you say so yourself.
What the fuck is a binoclard? Glasses are cool.
they?
I'm not going to call them a
They're
binoclard.
mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
I'm not going to say that one. I don't like the implications of that one. I'll ask
Good.
the secret later.
Let's change the subject.
Will you stop that?
My cat's clawing on the couch.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
No.
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
Lieutenancy. What a word. Yeah, the vocabulary in this game rocks. It's just very fun. I love words.
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
Okay.
Fine. We should get through this day first.
Thank you.
Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're
9
still having
p.m.
trouble
Okay.
then, I can give you an orientation.
You're telling me I got to work for 12 more hours?
Really? You look fine to me.
Kim. You ever hear of an invisible disability, bud?
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
This one's funny.
Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide. I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically. They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
That's cool.
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm
Containers
making
contain.
assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Huh. Wow.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
Nothing.
Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Quick check-in. How much am I going to have to remember stuff about this case on my own? Like, is it going to give me a bunch of options and I have to pick the right one at any point? Okay, not a lot. Thank you.
A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Okay. Does this get added anywhere? Cool. These are tasks. That's... What is this one? Oh, I can't select that one. Oh, because I'm talking. Duh.
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Tara just told me that we've had a cat skulking around our backyard, and Tara just told me that it was on our porch. So that's exciting. Okay. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM. Oh, okay. Oh, so we're union busting. Citizens Militia. Okay. We're the police in this city. Interesting. Well, I'm just going to mute myself for a sec. Cooper's getting rowdy.
That's right.
Wow, I got... Oh, Cooper sees the cat. No, he's fine. You can just hear him in the background. It's okay. Okay. Would you say this is mysterious?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
The lieutenant adjusts his collar. It doesn't look like he wants the case to be more mysterious.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on?
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop-off.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste
The
any more
pissing
time on
competition.
it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Okay.
Was
Alright.
there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
All right. The pissing competition. It's very funny. I can't open that one yet. All right, can I click? Yeah, let's go.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
No problem, officer.
You can also chat with Kim for a refresher. Yeah, there was an option to tell me about the case again, so I'm assuming that that's... Alright. Maybe it
The
should be...
door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Oh, Jesus.
The door is closed.
I'll knock one more time.
Still no answer.
Alright.
Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
Alright, well, I'm just...
He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it. The murmur in your ears recedes slowly.
I was just trying
Your
to...
breathing normalizes.
I was just trying to ask what she knew about the guy who was hanged. I feel like that's a good spot to start, right? Just start asking people stuff. Can I not knock on this door? No. Okay. Alright, I'll ask the lady downstairs. And the manager, I suppose. Does the time pass in real time? I wonder. No, so it seems like it's slightly faster than... Oh, I guess maybe it's based on the... Like, every choice I make pushes it forward a certain amount. Summer door. There's a door here.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Oh, he's a racist.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Fantastic.
Currently in between names.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes?
Big cafeteria guy.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. I have everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
I'm not a police officer. I'm a citizens militia member. Please.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
I didn't know what to expect from this game in terms of like what the actual gameplay was. Like I knew that you played a detective or cop or whatever, and I knew that you got to make choices and whatnot, but I wasn't aware that we were going to be doing a mystery, and so I'm delighted. I'm having a great time.
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Yeah, it is giving Backbone vibes for sure. Minus the like surrealist detective work or the surrealist mystery.
Does he want you to feel guilty
It's fun.
of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly he
gotta
tense
ask.
up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
Yeah, sure.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this? Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless.
Nice.
His expression unreadable.
Wow, we're still going. We're still pushing. I mean, he did
What
say
are you,
push
an
hard,
idiot?
so.
I told you I haven't killed anyone.
He ignores you.
Very curious about this one.
She went away because none of your business.
I'll be real, if I had this man's silky smooth voice in my ear, I'd probably do whatever it said. Yeah, for real, honestly.
Extra fine.
What the hell does extra fine mean?
Let's go.
30. Hell yeah. All right, we're almost
Not
there.
so fast. You owe me 130 real.
I got 40 cents.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
Jesus Christ.
no, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
We love a history check. We love rolling to know something.
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
I'm just gonna keep playing dumb about what money is.
What are you, a philosopher?
Cooper is not happy.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Is this money?
Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are
Oh,
a form
God.
of currency 100 times smaller
I
than
love
real.
that we're getting this
I'm not
man
even
to
going
explain
take
to us the
this.
concept
Come
of
back
currency.
when you have 130 real.
That's so funny. Okay. Okay.
The cafeteria manager stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter before him. For a moment, his antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer smallness of the money. He demonstratively suppresses a world-weary sigh.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Jamrock is a great name for a place.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
So many tasks.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? South, maybe, doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Fuck everything. Hobocop.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the
There we
time.
go. Okay.
Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Cool. What? Lonesome. Oh my God! Look at this art, dude. Jeez, crazy. Wow. So good. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the race channel, bridge, southwest, fall over, get up, get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through the courtyard, scaring little children. Go under the Great Raised Motor Tract, the 881, until you reach the domain eminent. I'm American, okay? The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud. Okay, +1, sure. Oh, whoa. Look at all this stuff. Jeez Louise. Okay. I guess I'll do whatever that is. Neat. Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave. Okay. Alright.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to? I'm sorry if I was being overly familiar. I know we've only just met. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just
So
down the
many names.
street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Jesus Christ. I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I hope you're right.
You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
Girl, I do not know.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear. Yes, and Revachol? How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history,
Oh, jeez.
you know what year it is.
I do. I checked.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Okay.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
I mean, it's cop, right?
Actually, we are not.
Damn.
You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try it one more time, officer.
Damn it. I was really hoping it would be a cop world. Okay, well, let's see.
I mean, I'm gonna say it's...
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
That's not the best way to phrase or to have something phrased.
Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat. Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Played this game a few times and haven't seen any of this. Hell yeah. We love a unique experience. Yeah, I think I'm just being really honest about how much I don't know. I'm not trying to hide it at all. That's very cool though, Chase.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
42.
Of course, sweetie. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Wow.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
All right, get a reality lowdown. Okay. What do I do with this? A pen with a green ape head on one end. The ape has closed its eyes, a kind expression adoring its face. It seems to be meditating. Can I hold it? No. Okay. Alright. Then I guess we go around back. I'm having a lot of fun.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol.
Hell yeah.
Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters,
Wow.
washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
Wow. This is cool. I don't love that there's a kid back there throwing stuff at the body.
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
Oh no.
Your
About
shirt
to have a lot more
sticks to your
feelings about
chest.
that kid.
The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The
Disco
cold finds its
blazer.
way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak. Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez. with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
I feel bad that I'm not saying much, but I feel like I'm literally just like playing an audiobook and we're all hanging out. You know, so who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Would you ever go there?
You know what? There is another game. Sorry, I gotta make a note somewhere. There was for my another year of second chances is Road Warden, which is a very reading heavy game that I bounced off of at the end of 2022, just because it was so much reading and I was still reading the Malazan books, which is also a lot of reading. But I do want to get back to that and see if it's any good. So there you go. Noah, I know that if you're still here, that you had wanted to try it or had tried a little bit of Road Warden. But I'm curious to get back to that. Anyway.
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinez every day. Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water. Coal City, end of all lines. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance. There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strikebreakers have gathered. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. Two green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza. Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
I feel like I'm listening to like a weird, like sleep ASMR thing, like Spotify, dystopian future, sleep 10 hours ASMR,
A traffic jam, rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock. Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes.
Okay, so we're from the capital.
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point, of a long-forgotten canal in the whitest part of town. In the shadow of the day, the revolution failed. Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland. On a street there that flows like a muddy river in the snow, with fire traps rising on either side, a film rental opens its doors to the rain. An armored motor carriage rushes past the corner, where you used to walk together. Suddenly, the hair on your back rises.
You cannot return.
Who's that? Who's that? Okay. Well, can't return, I guess.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Satellite Officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain.
I feel like more fantasy should be based in like French language. It's just so, like, Jean Vichmer is like a great name. It's so good. More fantasy pro tags with French names, please.
On the bridge, Officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife beater. Satellite Officer Vichmer passes by, and the young man remarks to him,
"Where's your homo, homie?"
What?
It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A brother bond, if you will.
Huh? Yeah.
Heterosexual life partners.
Yeah.
Funny apery. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just... Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't, like, drink with him over the weekend, did you?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
So many things to look at.
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears. Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the Revolution. Doors leading down to Le Royaume. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
Yeah, Chase, I feel like with somebody else playing, you really are just, like, consuming an audiobook. But when you are playing, you're, like, trying to take everything in, but also kind of role-playing a bit and trying to decide what stuff you want to click on. That's funny to hear, though.
This rain will not let up anytime soon.
No, don't zoom back in.
You
Stay
should
zoomed
get a
out.
raincoat.
Oh.
There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Freet with 3 T's. Wow. What a language. Can I... Ah, there we go. Oh, yeah. The tab highlight is really helpful.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
If you guys have played the game Scythe, board game Scythe, this car is kind of giving that kind of school of design. It's very cool. I like it a lot.
Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
No. Interesting.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is
I'm gonna be normal. I'm trying to be normal.
57. How may I assist you?
Call the station's Lazarus. Okay. Yeah.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
The sound design of this game is so good. Just feels really great all around.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Oh, it's you.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
There is no surprise in his voice, only careless superiority.
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
A whole new life now.
Hard to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral neuralgia and high blood pressure. Could be that you were having a heart attack. Or, actually, it could be both, given your profile. Yep. Yes, positive thinking is a well-known cure-all. My suggestion is to exercise a lot.
You're detecting very little in the way of empathy from Dr. Gottlieb.
Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking. The drugs, too. Anything else?
Oh, but speed. Sweet speed. It goes so well with alcohol, too.
Electrochemistry, you gotta stop.
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
3 spin, that sucks. That's so terrible. I had something similar happen with my Final Fantasy IV Advance playthrough, where I was in the end game, like right before the final boss, and then I was playing on my Game Boy Advance that Kyle Starr, shout out, had made for us for Into the Aether, and I forgot that on those consoles you gotta be aware of how the battery life. So batteries died before I was able to save, and that was 2 years ago now, I guess, maybe 3. I don't know. It was a while ago, and I have not gone back to Final Fantasy IV since. So really, really feeling your pain there. But I do think, different than Final Fantasy IV Advance, you could just do a whole kind of different style of playthrough with Disco Elysium. You know, choose a different archetype in the beginning and, you know, go from there. But it's rough to go back. I do get it.
Do that. I need to go. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like MacTorson, but it's hard to say because his eyes are swollen.
Oh, hey, weren't we just wondering where Mac Torson was? Can we go back to... No, okay.
It's not fucking cryo-acta-latte. It's super glue, Doc.
Hey, is that a level up? Yeah, baby.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a second, officer.
Okay, wait, can I... Okay, cool. What's... Do I select which one I want to level up? Yeah, probably. Okay. Oh my god, these... Those little background crackles? Oh, they're good. Yeah, let's level up my physical instrument, because, I guess I'm at 4 though. 4's pretty good. Maybe I should do something else. I feel like as a detective I should be pretty perceptive. I'm really curious what the like threshold is. Like, is it the average of these that makes this big number go up, or like what is this? Well, let's just do perception, see what happens. Cool. I love leveling up. The trumpets are good, the strings are good. Just a really, really well considered game from the sound standpoint. Yeah, very noir. Those trumpets, very good, very good.
10-2, 10-5, this is 41st, come in, over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Me here?
10-4, what's your status? Over. 10-18, 10-20, over. State your message, sir. Over. 10-9, repeat message. Over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
10-22, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office in school.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh, that's very funny.
Oh, goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
Okay, guys.
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Lost a badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
These guys aren't very nice to me.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
Uh-oh.
Don't sweat it, Bratan! You don't need a gun to have fun! We can still have fun! It's not all over!
His voice is very good for the necktie.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over. 10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over. 10-9, come in, officer. Over. Come in, officer. 10-9, repeat message please. Did you misplace your firearm? Over.
Man, this is sad. This just got very sad.
He says he doesn't have it.
Dear God, he lost his gun? Oh my, I can't.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his ass, but he still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
Now is a good time to say fuck and ass and so on. That'll make this all right.
Jesus Christ. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think it's slow, but it's I like the vibe, and I had said earlier that it feels like I'm just playing an audiobook, which I also really love, or like a podcast, like a narrative podcast or something. And it's also like way less work for me to have that play than me read it out. Yeah.
He acknowledges your joke and asks you to lay off.
Oh, damn. Well.
Lay off. Lay off? Tell him we'll lay off when he retrieves the goddamn police property that he has been entrusted with.
Yeah, Matt, I totally get that. That's kind of why I fell off Road Warden when I was playing it a couple years ago. Is the same thing of like I don't have the space for this right now. Like I'm already consuming stuff that is like this. But I don't know. I'm having a wonderful time. You know, I'm feeling pretty chill. Maybe not the best stream material because, like I said, it is just like an audiobook. But you know, Chase said it's easier to consume, so maybe I'll stream it more. But regardless, I'm still having a good time.
Satellite officer. 10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Oh God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. 10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
Nothing is working.
Anything else, sir? Over. Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
I like Jules. He's very nice.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12 here. Over.
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen. High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
It's like having an audiobook I can interact with. Had to be in the right mood to play, though, dialed in and not in a rush. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling. It's like I'm having a great time, but I do keep forgetting that I'm streaming. And I feel like part of streaming is the like audience interaction piece of it. And I don't know if this game is the best for that. Or maybe it will be in moments, but I don't think like moments like this where we're just kind of going back and forth and like experiencing a scene doesn't feel like the best like content, you know, quote unquote content.
What do you need, sir? Over. 10-4. Your address?
Hold up, Jules. He doesn't fucking know where he lives.
Oh my god.
Did I hear that right?
I'm just trying to have a good day, guys.
Seems like it, sir.
No, fuck him. Don't tell him anything. You understand? He's been hellbound for the gutter. Let him have it.
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over. Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Thanks, Jules.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier.
Shortage of cats on my blue sky.
The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minnow enters. Her left arm is in bandages, and her hair trimmed short.
I haven't really been posting a lot on Blue Sky. I have a hard time posting in general. Like, I'm not a poster, you know. I did recently get a Threads though, unfortunately, because I do miss. I'm not using Twitter, and I do miss networking with other people, which sucks. But I just vomit onto Threads. That's kind of how I feel about Blue Sky. Actually, I'm just kind of like throwing whatever garbage I have in my head on Blue Sky. Like every once in a while I'll go through like a day or two where I'll post a bunch and then I won't post again for like 2 months. Posting for the show is tough, yeah. Mostly, yeah, that was mostly what my Twitter was.
Did something happen?
Before I stopped using it, my Twitter was mostly just like retweets or quote tweets of work that I was doing. Ivysaur EG, hello, welcome. I'm having a great time with this game.
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson,
the torso,
is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Thank you.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain, or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
Thanks. That's what I'm trying to do.
I can hold over the report for a few days.
Thanks, Jules.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
This is that's cool. I like these little cutaways. It was the first one was confusing, but I understand now. It's cool. All right. It's saved. I've leveled up. I just got a whole bunch of stuff. I think... Honestly, oh my god, hold on. This crackle sound is so good. I'm just gonna turn up the sound a little bit. It's so good. I do think I am gonna call it here for the day, though. Oh cool, it gives the timestamps for everything too. That's fun. No map. Cool. This was great, honestly. I don't know if I'll stream it again. I definitely want to continue playing it for sure. I'm in a spot where like this is the kind of fiction that I need right now. Like just something kind of not meandering, but something that is just kind of it's not in any rush, you know? Meandering in a good way, I guess. So I definitely will revisit this. Unsure whether I'll stream it again, but this is the beginning of my year of second chances, you know. So whenever I come back, I'll come back probably with another game that I'm giving a second chance to in the year 2024, which honestly I'm really excited about. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Noah, for bringing this up on Press Start. If you guys don't listen to Press Start with Tori and Noah, and third host Nathaniel, whose name is not in the title, you should listen to that. And I will be back some other time, but one of us will be back next Thursday, streaming something, and perhaps we'll be back sooner as well. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.